Hey everyone, Mike Witt with Contech Industries, and today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to set up your mobile modular shoot house. So the mobile modular shoot house will come with 4 main components. Those components would be, and again, these are all miniaturized for demonstration purposes, but you'll have your expanded PVC wall module panel. So it's going to be either a wall, a door, or a window, but they all sit in the same 4x7 section. You'll also have your shorter horizontal stabilizing bar, your longer vertical stabilizing bar, and then your quad connector. Those are the 4 main components. So step 1 is going to be taking your vertical stabilizing bar and connecting it with your quad connector. Now, typically when you receive your shoot house, you're only gonna have to do this once because it's going to ship flat packed. So once you've done this the first time, once you go to rearrange your shoot house or break it back down and set it back up, you're not gonna have to do this again. So once you've have your vertical stabilizing bar and your quad connector, you're gonna drop in your lower bolt that's included in your hardware kit. You're gonna simply insert the quad connector, and then you're gonna finish off the connection by inserting the top bolt and bolting it down. Now when you do this, there is gonna be a little bit of play in the setup. You can hand tighten as well as torque it down with a wrench if you like, but the intent when it comes to this is just to keep the 2 pieces intact. You actually do want play in between because when you're on unstable surfaces, you actually will need that play in the connector to actually make your next connection, especially on uneven surfaces. So again, once you've assembled your quad connector to the vertical stabilizing bar, at this point, all you're gonna do is take your horizontal stabilizing bar and you're gonna insert it into whichever end of the quad connector that you like in the direction that you need to make your run. So once you've done that, you're gonna take your bolt and you're going to go ahead and just hand tighten it in. And once you've caught a few threads, you can just go in with your bit and get a complete lockdown on there. And at this point, you've built out what we call your first L shape. You're gonna build out a bunch of these L's, and then once you've built out these L's with your setup, you're gonna go ahead and start making your connections to create your mobile modular shoot house. So right here, what I've done, I've gone ahead and connected 2 of my L's, and I have a 3rd one now built out right here. So what I'm gonna do is just to kind of demonstrate, I'm gonna do a T hallway right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make this final connection. So you can think of this as a back wall, and then we have another wall going into the structure perpendicular. And again, this is all miniaturized. However, the quad connectors are true to size. So all we've done is shorten down the posts to make it a bit easier to work with up on a tabletop. So at this point, all I'm gonna do is once I have my frame set up, I'm gonna take my 4x7 module, whether it's a wall, door, or window, and I'm going to structure it in between my 2 posts. Once I've done that, you'll be supplied with 200-pound zip ties. This is the only consumable in the product. And all you're simply gonna do, and again, this right here is typically a 2-man job to keep the initial structure up. And all you're gonna do is go around the post and through the side aperture of the module, and you're simply going to zip it tight like this. What you'll do is at all 4 corners, I only did the top 2 here, but all 4 corners, the top, bottom of the left and right of the wall module, you're gonna go ahead and fasten them by hand using the zip ties. Typically, I like to do all my zip ties in the same direction, so typically towards the outward of the structure. The reason for that is once you come back around and all your zip ties are in, you're gonna get everything nice and tight. We have our zip tie hand tightener right here, and all you're simply going to do is you're going to feed through the front of the zip tie tightener. The lever should be towards the actual tightening device on the zip tie. And all you're gonna do is simply squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You see how much it pulls tight in there. Then once you're done, you're gonna pull the orange lever and snip it off, and now you have a nice, good, clean finish across your shoot house. And so you're gonna do that for all of your zip tie locations, which again, all of those will be at all 4 corners of every wall, window, or door module. When you're setting an adjoining panel on the same post, all you're going to do is feed your other zip tie through the half moon so you can actually wrap and grip the post. And again, the process is gonna look the exact same. You're gonna go ahead and feed it through. And then once all 4 are done, you're gonna go ahead and affix that panel by applying the tightener, getting a good firm grip on there, cutting it, and you are good to go. Whoever thought watching a grown man zip tie could be so entertaining? And now we have 2 shoot house panels, adjoining panels, so you think of this as a running wall down your structure. So fully fastened and secured, and this is what your finished product would look like, except at full scale. And so as you can see right here on the top, like I said, we have our T intersection there. So really to continue the process, again, in person, this would be freestanding on its own. You'd be then taking your panels and continuing the setup process as such, running your zip ties through and running your wall down that way. Again, that's the entire process right there. Step 1, you're gonna affix your quad connector to your vertical stabilizing bar. Next, you're going to connect your horizontal stabilizing bar to the quad connector, in which we build out L's. Build up enough L's to where you can go and create a freestanding frame structure. Once you have the freestanding frame structure, that's when you'll begin attaching your wall, window, or door modules to the frame and affixing them via zip tie as we just instructed. So if you have any questions or anything like that, please do not hesitate to shoot us an email at info@contechindustries.com for setup. Thanks.